Chapter 13, Format Errors, Reports and Job Search Documents. Reports. Reports are used to provide or analyze information and to communicate with the company or other companies. Reports may be formatted as unbound, left-bound, or top-bound documents. The most common is the unbound report. When proofreading a report, check closely for consistency and correctness among report parts. For example, check spacing above and below similar headings is the same throughout the report. The cover page. Cover page usually includes the title of the report, a subtitle if needed, the date, and the writer's name. You can see page 227 for examples. The body. The body, which is the message of the report, begins with the main heading. It's placed approximately 2 inches from the top. You should capitalize the first letter in all main words. Tap Enter after the title and apply title style. The title style is a 26-point Cambria font with the bottom border. The main heading is the title of the report. For easy reading, the body is organized under one or more levels of headings. The first level of headings is called the side heading. Key side headings at the left margin. Capitalize the first letter and all main words. Enumerations. Enumerations are often used to emphasize certain facts or to present information in an easy-to-read format. Margins and spacing should be consistent throughout the report. Pages are numbered beginning with the second page, where the page number is positioned at the top using the right alignment. References. If references have been used in the writing of the report, they are listed at the end. The references are listed under a heading called References, Works Cited, or Bibliography. Use Bibliography feature to insert this page. You can put it at the end or on a separate page. Documentation. When using another person's idea or quoting statistics or specific information, the writer must indicate the sources from which the information was taken. The most common means documentation for business writers include textual citations, footnotes, and endnotes. Textual citation. Textual citations include the last name of the author or authors and the year of the publication. Textual citations are placed in parentheses within the body of the report. The complete references are listed in alphabetical order by author surnames under the heading of References or Bibliography at the end of the report. Footnotes. Footnotes are numbered consecutively throughout the report. They appear at the bottom of the page on which the references are cited. Endnotes. Endnotes are essentially the same as footnotes. But unlike footnotes, endnotes are listed together on a separate page at the end of the report. Job search documents. 3 documents are crucial to a person's application for employment: a resume, an application, and a follow-up letter. The resume. The most common resume formats are chronological, functional, and combination. The chronological format lists your employment history in reverse chronological order, with the most recent employment first. The functional resume focuses attention on your qualifications or skills rather than your past employment. The functional resume is appropriate for applicants who lack work-related experience or have gaps in their employment history. The combination resume takes advantages of the best features of both the chronological and the functional resume. The combination resume emphasizes the applicant's skills or qualifications and include a job history. Personal. This section is at the top of the page and includes your name, your home address, email address, and your telephone number. Do not include the telephone number or email address from your current place of employment. Education. This section should include the name and addresses of schools attended, the most recent one listed first. Use reverse sequence. Only the city and state are needed for the address. It is also appropriate to include the dates you attended, your GPA, and any courses that are advantageous to the job for which you are applying. Work experience. In this section, you should list any previously held jobs, even if they don't relate to the desired job. Employers are interested in your experience in working with people, your attitudes about work, and your work values. Related activities. This section shows your involvement in organizations and athletics during your years in school, as well as any awards, honors, or scholarships you may have received. Include the name of the organization, how long you were there, and what position you held. Optional sections. Try to limit your resume to one page. If the information is not important to your employer, leave it out. In the past, references were listed at the bottom of the resume. Now employers ask for them later in the interview process. Additional information. Many companies now request a resume have an electronic submission. The computer looks for keywords and phrases during the scanning process and selects only those resumes that included those keywords. Application, letter, or cover letter. The application letter should be keyed on plain paper with a return address. The body of the letter should be 3 to 5 paragraphs. The first paragraph should identify the position, telling the reader where you heard of the position, explain what you understand the title of the position to be, and saying that you are a candidate for the job. Follow-up letter. After you have had an interview, you should send a short thank you note to the interviewer expressing your appreciation and explaining your interest in the job. Your thank you note should be sent within 24 hours of the interview. Confused and misused words. Lean, L-E-A-N, that's thin, not fat, meager, or it could mean to slant away for something. Lean, L-I-E-N, is the right way to sell property of a debtor. Tom is a very lean person. He's a very thin person. And the mortgage company has a lien on their house. That's the right to sell their house. Maybe 2 words and maybe 1 word. Maybe 2 words is to be allowed or permitted to do something. Maybe 1 word means perhaps or possibly. We may be able to tour downtown tomorrow. That means we could possibly do that. Maybe we should send her an email. That's perhaps. Personal and personnel. Personal is private. It's pertaining to a particular person. Personnel means people employed or the staff of the company. They made a personal choice not to attend. All personnel arrived at 9:30 a.m. That's the end of chapter 13.